If you ever plan to hike the Appalachian Trail, especially the parts that cut through North Carolina, you need to hear these stories first, because what waits in those woods isn't written on any map, and the people who've survived usually don't want to talk about it. The first story is about a man who set out solo, journaling his hike as he moved from shelter to shelter, his entries neat and hopeful at first, until one page ended mid-sentence, the pen line dragging off the paper like he was interrupted. He never came back, but weeks later his pack was found 20 miles off the trail, propped neatly against a tree, with no tracks in the mud around it. Rangers whispered, "We've seen this before. Sometimes they walk off the trail, but never back." The second story comes from a couple camping overnight. At around 2 in the morning, they heard 3 slow knocks on the fabric of their tent. Then another 3 from the opposite side, circling them. By dawn, muddy handprints covered every inch of the tent. They had set up a trail camera outside, but when they checked it, entire frames were missing. Frames that should have shown exactly what was out there, deleted like something didn't want to be seen. No one has ever said what happens if you open the tent. The third story belongs to a hiker who swore he heard his mother's voice calling his name in the dark. Except his mother had been dead for years. He followed it anyway, deeper into the woods, until he realized he had been walking in circles for hours, the same trees repeating, all marked with symbols carved into the bark. "It sounded like my mother," he wrote later, "but she wasn't calling me home. She was leading me away." The fourth story is about lanterns. A group of friends swore they saw lanterns swaying in the distance, warm lights that looked like other hikers heading toward camp. They followed for hours, but the lights never got closer. One of them sprinted ahead, desperate to catch up, and vanished into the fog. His body was never recovered, but other hikers claim that at night, his voice still calls along that same ridge, begging them to follow the glow. The lanterns don't guide you home. They guide you away. The fifth story is the one that terrifies me the most. A hiker stumbled upon a weathered journal half buried in rocks. At first it seemed old, until he realized the handwriting inside matched his own. The entries described things that hadn't happened yet, but soon did. Losing his water bottle, twisting his ankle, even finding the journal itself. The final entry chilled him. "This is where you die." He told no one, but days later he vanished, leaving only the journal behind. The strange part is, when Rangers opened it, every page was blank except the last one, which now read, "Now you know." So maybe these are just stories, warnings meant to scare hikers, or maybe they're pieces of something older, something that uses the trail to lure us in. But if you hear your name whispered in the trees, don't follow. If you see lanterns flicker in the fog, don't chase them. And if you ever find a journal waiting for you on the trail, don't open it. Because now you've heard their names, and that means they've heard yours too.